Alright, so to start things off, my birthday was toward the end of May, and turns out time waits for no one. Also, my second divorce was finalized a bit over a month ago, and it's kinda fully sunk in. I am back to square one when it comes to my life goal of have a happy, healthy little family. So, with those considerations in mind, I took some time to really ponder life, the universe, and everything. And I really hope the answer isn't 42. But if it is, I've got a little bit of time before then. So, getting on to the more relevant point, I've done some reassessments, and I'm going to share my thoughts and plans for time management moving forward to those of you who enjoy the videos I've been putting out. Also, hi, this is my face. Moving on. Just to knock the easiest one out immediately, I tried Twitch streaming for a little bit, and determined it would take more of a time investment to do it right than I'm willing to make, at least for now. So that circles back around to YouTube, videos, and streams. So here's the real meat of the update. Roguetech is fun. Having a supercharger explode because I'm a little sleep deprived, not so much. Also, the challenge run is not turning out to be what I was hoping, so I'm going to be dropping it for the time being. Just the battle armor being prohibitively expensive to repair, and the ease with which it's destroyed outside of vehicles, and the fact that vehicles just undermine the challenge part of a challenge run means that if I return to Challenge Run Mark III, it's likely to be as a Challenge Run Mark III TAC 2, where I remove the timer, remove the vehicles, and still try to do some battle armor shenanigans. But that if brings us to the elephant in the room. From the beginning, I have been quite open about the long-term goal for the YouTube channel being a booster rocket of sorts for my solo game dev projects, or at least videos covering them. And based on the devlogs I've released up to this point on the channel, I know I can rely on a subset of you to help me try to get some momentum behind any future project videos that I release. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't care. So, here's a quick view of the highest viewership on a non-Roguetech video. So, this is the Finding My Elo video where I've got 1,400 views. Literally all of them came in the first week. It just completely flatlined after that. And that includes, if I go over to reach here, the impressions. YouTube literally flatlined. I think I've gotten like one impression a day for the 200-something days since it spiked. YouTube decided it wasn't worth showing, so I've gotten 0 impressions since. And an impression is just YouTube showing it as a search result, as a suggested video, or whatever. The fact that this chess video got over 1,000 views in the first week, then still flatlined almost immediately, shows that even if we did get that sort of momentum on a devlog, it likely wouldn't find success. I do enjoy making the videos, so I just transitioned into the present where I've been trying to reduce the amount of time YouTube takes out of my week while still maintaining a regular upload schedule. And at this point, making the YouTube videos is kind of untenable. Something has to give. So we'll put a pin in that for a second and come back to it. So, as part of my pondering last month, I reached 2 conclusions. The first I had already known, and that's that Cuirass of Conquest at present is the highest priority in my life. The second, which I had kind of already figured, was the YouTube channel at present is interfering with the game development project without contributing anything meaningful. And as such, I'm going to be monetizing the YouTube channel because it's currently on the chopping block, and my hope is that monetizing will be able to justify its continued existence. the main hope here is that by monetizing, my videos will, my non-Roguetech videos specifically, will get some promotion from YouTube and thus restore the purpose, the original intent of the YouTube channel. But either way, YouTube has been putting ads in front of my videos already, so I might as well monetize and see if... Hopefully, by monetizing, YouTube will start showing my non-Roguetech videos to people. And if it does, then the original purpose of the channel will be restored. So if I can count on future devlogs and future videos about my game dev projects, if I can count on those to be shown to people, then it's absolutely worth taking the time to make YouTube videos and keep the channel alive and thriving for that purpose. But either way, YouTube has already been putting ads in front of a lot of my videos, so I might as well see what sort of benefit, if any, monetizing will have. So that brings us back to the if of Challenge Run Mark III. At present, my plan is to continue the Your First Playthrough series of videos, in part because it doesn't demand too much time or attention. I can just jump in, play and record an episode, and then edit it, render it, upload it in timely manner. Although I am going to try to start getting more sleep in addition to still doing all the things. But the idea of returning to Challenge Run Mark III is after Your First Playthrough is concluded or whatever. If I can manage to have that assurance that the YouTube channel is still justified, then I will happily go to Challenge Run Mark III Tech 2, and then on to Challenge Run Mark IV, etc., etc., etc. But I also will be releasing non-Roguetech videos with the hope that I can confirm as I go that it is still viable for me to get eyes on the non-Roguetech videos. So, as such, once the monetization process is concluded, I'm going to start a Darkest Dungeon playthrough. After that, I'm going to continue with various games that, honestly, have been on my list to play for a while, and as I gain more data, I'll reassess the situation, and naturally I'll release another update video before I do anything else or make any other significant changes to the channel. And then that brings me to the final thing to discuss, which is Cuirass of Conquest itself. So, the world map is almost done. I know I said that many times before, but after my kerfuffle of not realizing how long it was going to take and spending more than a year working on it almost daily, I kind of was burning out a little, so I set it aside and I started working on various other things. So I set it aside and I've been working on the classes for the game. The classes altogether have over 400 skills, and I have just about finished naming and designing them. I have fully designed the item and equipment systems, and they just need to be implemented at this point. And there are various other benign but necessary tasks that I've been working on. Turns out making a game is kind of a lot of work. Hi there, future me here. I thought I would come in and add the actual roadmap that I forgot, so just reading it off real quick. Step 1, finish the world map. Also finish naming and settling on the functionality of every class skill in the game. Step 2, stitch together everything needed for the overworld phases of the game. Step 3, finish the sketches of the envisioned appearances of the different classes and monsters. Step 4, scan them into 3D software. Step 5, actually model the classes and texture them. Step 6, model the monsters and texture them. And then step 7, stitch all of that together into the combat phases of the game, so that at step 8, I can begin alpha testing while I work on the animations, sound effects, musical score, etc. Step 9, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 10, profit. Again, I'm just one person making an extremely ambitious game.
and the estimated release is currently 2026 plus with a giant question mark behind it. But that's future me's problem. So yeah, that's all the things, and so until next time, have a good one.